Mikado! Hello everybody, this is Mikado. Welcome back to another Higurashi with the Cry episode. So let's begin. Weirdness and a headache. Not a very nice way to start the day. What's wrong, Keiichi? You don't look so well. When did you go to sleep? It seemed that my mom noticed my sullen state. Yesterday, I kept on waking up in the middle of the night. Without a doubt, I felt a presence. I felt the presence of someone standing in front of my door. I told myself repeatedly that it was just my imagination and forced myself to try to sleep. Except, not being able to stand there, I gathered up my courage and opened the door. Of course, there wasn't anyone there. I think I did this 3 times throughout the night. Or maybe I just don't remember doing it any more than that. Even though I was able to get to breakfast without incident, I didn't feel at ease. It might be a cold. I don't really have an appetite. My. You do seem a little warm. Well, can you make it to school? Technically, I did go to school, but it was mostly self-study. It wouldn't matter if I missed a day, would it? It could have been I haven't been feeling well in the last few days because I really did have a cold. If I took some medicine and got a good day rest, might be able to greet everyone with a smile tomorrow. So I looked back and forth between the entrance and the clock. It was 10 minutes later than I usually met up with Rena. It was Rena. How did Jim care to get you? What are you going to do? Are you going to take the day off? Rena was a good girl. She might somewhat be quirky, but she certainly was cute. Whoa, really? Much as she made me delicious, all looked out for me. Why should I be so scared of something like that? It wasn't Rena's fault. It was probably mine. It had to have been by my cold. It just had to be. Almost. Sorry. And I'll go send her off for you. Mom headed off to the door. I would have had to pass by the entrance to get back to my room. I didn't have the nerve to meet with Rena, so I rolled myself in a blanket on the sofa and closed my eyes. I was so sleep deprived that I quickly fell into a deep slumber. Oh, I'm sleeping now, I guess. Keiichi's sleeping. I had only intended to lie down for a bit, but it was almost noon when I woke up. I called out to my parents, but they didn't seem to be around. On the table, I found a lunch prepared and a note. Mom and Dad are apparently driven off somewhere far away. It likely had to do with Dad's work. This happened every so often, so it wasn't that unusual. They will probably be back sometime after dinner. On the note it said, "The insurance card is in the cabinet. Take it and go to the hospital." There was also a well-drawn map to the hospital. That's right. I hadn't been there before, so I did not know exactly where it was. I had a light lunch, although it was just leftovers from the morning, and just in case, went to the hospital. Oh, wait, is the actor going to show me go there? Normally, I'd never be there, in the middle of a weekday. Just walking around like this had me feeling guilty. It was an odd feeling. Following my mom's lap, I took the road I usually never use. After walking for a bit, the hospital sign came into view. Erie Clinic was rather roundly shiny, stylishly on the sign. The clinic wasn't very big, but based on the scale the rest of the units are, it was far too grand. There was a parking lot and even a reserved spot for buses. He must have been making a mint. I spaced out in the air-conditioned waiting room until it was my turn to be seated. Mamoru-san, please make your way to the examination room. After properly answering all the chatty doctor's questions, he responded, "It's probably a cold." They gave me a shot and 3 days worth of medicine. I thought it was a little overboard, but it would have been clear away the gloomy feeling I've been having lately, then it was worth it. Oh, that was quick. Okay. I settled the bill and took a quick trip to the washroom. As I was leaving, I overheard a conversation between some elderly people who seemed to be regulars at the clinic. Of course, I had no intention of eavesdropping. If it wasn't just for that word, it might have been an old kind of nursery. I wonder. She was still pretty young. I just eloped. With who? I'm here from Tokyo and I visit every season. That one with the big camera. Didn't you know they were getting along pretty well? When they talked about Tomitake-san? I could feel my ears perking up. I don't know about that, but you have to make preparations before you elope. Leave a note or quit the job or something. It's all over because you didn't leave a note or a message. The thought I'll never see that young nurse's face again makes me rather sad. Talking about sad is an upstanding young woman. She'll be 5 hours, she goes. So, her name was Takano-san? That one with Tomitake-san? And she worked at this clinic? Well, she was someone's shadow was following me everywhere I went. I started listening more closely, but it began talking about fishing and it didn't seem like they were going to revisit the topic. I gave up and left. Thus, even though I was separated from the daily monotony at school, I wasn't able to escape from Orishiro-sama's shadow. But of course, Orishiro-sama was in the guardian identity of this place, of Himizawa. As long as I was in Himizawa, I wouldn't be able to escape. Oh. Oh. Okay. Maybe it was because I was walking outside, but my appetite suddenly returned. Might as well buy a snack to put the chance for the examination period on the way home. Contemplating that, I turned onto a familiar street. After that moment, I heard a car horn abruptly honk behind me. Was I really walking far into the middle of the road where I ran a car's way? I moved rather off to the side, but the horn was still honking at me. I turned around and peeved. My Bara-san! Good day to you. It was Urishi-san. He stepped out of his car, AC on full blast, and waved at me. What's up today? School on break? Just not feeling well, so I took a day off. I was about to buy lunch and head back home. That's great. I just don't get much myself. Would you mind going together? If you're not feeling for it, then don't mind me. I was gonna lie down after going home anyways. And I really didn't have a cold. I don't want to eat at one of these local places. Let's go into town. It's a bit of a drive, but is that alright? I know it's a pretty good place. I finally began to understand that Rishi-san's roundabout ways of saying things. Probably one day he talked to me about stuff that would be difficult to discuss about Himizawa. Oh! Oh, okay. Almost unplugged the microphone and webcam for a second. I wouldn't believe Rishi-san riding in his frigid car. It was almost as if the bright sunlight outside was a lie. I'm sorry about calling you so late last night. Did your parents get angry at you? No. I recalled Renner, who had been listening to the phone conversation all that time, separated from me just by the door. Even now, in the brightness of the sunlight, the thought still creeped me out. With a big bump that jolted the car, the road connecting to the city managed from dirt to pavement. My head swiveled back with a sudden realization. That's right. This was where Tomitake-san died. Yes, now I got an investigation regarding Tomitake-san. Oji-san spoke while peering at me from the corner of his eye. We believe it was caused by a hallucinogen, given how he was calling out his own throat. But a drug that could cause that to happen so suddenly is extremely hard to come by. Bear in mind, of course, the autopsy was done with the premise in mind, but we really didn't find any ingredients. Oh, wait, you know that thing you see in the comics all the time? Where the drugs that, if you put in them, it doesn't leave any traces. It exists. It's usually something or other. Well, it's pretty common. But you see, there doesn't seem to be any kind of drug that will cause Tomitake-san to react like that. Then, You're saying the police conclude with Tomitaki-san just died from the curse? I just wanted the idea of a curse to be dissociated from Tomitaki-san's mysterious death. Unfortunately, that's how it looks right now. But putting aside the cause of death, without a doubt he was surrounded by a group of people and had taken a beating before he died. That was no curse, but it's an incident that's unquestionably involved no other humans. That made me feel a bit relieved. And now we're going into town. You pass in front of a rather desolate but still busy Himizawa train station. The car pulled into a restaurant parking lot, and I followed Rishi-san into the shop. It's pretty crowded, but there was only adults this hour. Of course, there would be children in the middle of a weekday. Two, please. Non-smoking. This way, please. When you are ready with the order, please call me over. We were led by a particularly dressed waitress to our table, except for the Rishi-san in the booth. So what do you think? Are the waitresses outfits here cute? Oh god! Huh? I guess. The shop's always very busy. It's more about the waitresses than the food, you see. What would you say? What would I do? Am I really? That was a little creepy. Oh. Regardless of how the waitresses look, the food was finishing our meals while talking about some inane topic. Uchi-san's after-meal cup of coffee arrived at the table. Yesterday, we talked about Himizawa's past, didn't we? Yeah, that was the village of Man-Even something like that. I didn't know much about it myself, so I asked my grandmother about it this morning. Uchi-san took out a notepad that was stuffed into his breast pocket. Turns out that Himizawa used to be called Onikakushi, or Ogre's Abyss. Oh, Shrek used to live there! Nice! Now they took his swamp? There is a swamp in Himizawa, but... Let's get off the topic of Shrek living in Himizawa. Onikakushi. That's quite the name. The name's still around. The marsh where the Shinto spirits drowned themselves is still called the Ogre's Abyss. It's said that the depths of the marsh connect to the realm of demons, and a man named Shrek lives there. Of course, nobody had told me anything about such an anomalous marsh. And you see, it appears that they both were feared and revered. An aspect of respect more than fear. I guess you could say that was kind of deification. A village of inhuman creatures. Seems like the demons were Shinning, or mountain-dwelling mystics of sorts. Taking the villagers with incurable illnesses through the Ogre's Abyss and healing them, for example. Even if they were calling them demons. Tengu, long-nosed goblins, or Shinning would be a more apt description. It didn't seem like terrible people, even though they were called demons. But there were still man-eating demons. According to the story, like, oh, dang it, I screwed up the voices, crap. But there were still man-eating demons. According to the story my grandma told me, as payment for treating their son's illness, let us eat the mother who brought them here. Was apparently how things went. The price of curing your son was herself? That's unsettling. Of course, the mother took her son and ran. Then you see, other people were living on Onikakushi. The demons chased them down, rounded them up, and captured them. The entire village, apparently. That's quite a frightening thing to imagine. In the end, it seems like both mother and son were caught and eaten. The end. There's a problem with the story. Both the witnesses in the story were eaten, so nobody were able to tell the tale. Would be able to tell the tale. Huh? There's plenty of old fables like this. In contrast to the ghastly tale, Uji-san laughed heartily while he was sipping his coffee. But well, there are quite a few other tales, when the demons from Onikakushi band together and captured the prey. I recall that Mian said all the villagers united and fought against the damned construction. I saw similarities with how that part about the unification overlapped. Normally, they hunted down a single person, but they chose who it was going to be beforehand. Huh? That caught my attention. Luigi-san also appeared to be pondering what it meant. My grandmother told me that you must never interfere with the demon's hunt. You should just hole up your house and hide under the covers, she said. So, what does this all mean? It means that you mustn't help or protect the prey. As long as you don't disturb the demon's hunt, no harm will fall upon the villagers. It seems there is that kind of rule. Basically, don't help the victims. Pretend you don't see the atrocities. In other words, what happens if you break the rule? Well, you're man-eating demons after all. Many parts of that tale caught my attention. Parts of the story overlapped with this theory about that the perpetrators were all the village families. Even if it wasn't the whole village, it was conceivable that the villagers were hiding under the covers and leaving them to die. And there's a group that is on their hunt, wasn't it? I didn't dare speak it. Then, Uishi-san, I guess it looks like either the village families or a group of villagers are perpetrating the crimes. What do you think, my Bara-san? Excuse me. Another cup of coffee, please. That's what I wanted to know. It seemed that you were both waiting for the other to say the last part. I waited for the waitress to finish pouring coffee before speaking. Last year, I had a nagging feeling that Satoshi-kun would disappear. Uishi-san muttered while he watched his milk swirl around in his coffee. So, those friends that Satoshi-san, meaning group of friends with Mary Bar-san, I had a bit, really just a bit, okay? A background check had been done on them. If Uishi-san had said this to me before, I would have been furious, since he told me earlier not to suspect my friends. But I was now. I couldn't. This might sound pretty stupid. Higurashi, if you feel that is stupid, please say so. I'll just stop. Uchi-san was wearing the most serious expression I ever seen him from him. It was telling me to prepare myself and listen. There were quite a few things I regretted from hearing from Ryushi-san, but none of them were threatening as this. A little voice that sounded screaming like an alarm. Stop, Keiichi. This was probably the last one. I took a deep breath and silenced that voice. I would not run from the truth. Please. It's all I could utter. Uchi-san stared in my eyes silently for a moment. After he was certain I was ready, he began. The victim of the incident was the overseer. A few weeks prior, he had an altercation with Miyazo Nisaki-san. Multiple alterations. Oshi-san said before that Mian defied the damn project. Well, it wasn't hard to imagine that she got worked up. In the second year, the married couple was born this project would have died in the accident, right? They had a daughter. Her name was Satoko Hojo-san. Huh? Satoko, meaning Satoko? Oji-san's look told me that my voice was too loud. I realized it as well, then quickly quieted it down. The Shinto priest and his wife who died the third year, you see. Your daughter is Rika Furude-san. Rika-chan was a housewife who died in the fourth year. You know already, don't you? It was a step-up in Satoko Hojo-san. She was in her aunt and uncle's custody, and she had lost both of her parents in the accident. She lived in the victim's house. I could tell that my lips were getting dry. I too. Wow. I didn't have to whip see my mouth from Higurashi. I thought it was nothing but a bizarre incident. One I could barely distance myself from. But clicking and clacking, it is all stuck all the way to my feet. The one who disappeared the fourth year, by the way, he was Satoko-san's older brother. Wait a second. took everything I had and finally said that. And once again wiped my face with a napkin. Calm down, Keiichi, Baibara. But Ibushi-san was relentless. Instead of waiting me to finish sorting out my feelings, he started speaking again. The last of things I shouldn't have heard. All the victims seem to be connected to your group of friends. Oh, wow! Wow, that's a nice face. Let me take a screenshot of this. Okay, I just took a screenshot of that nice face. That has to be just a coincidence. My bar said, keep it down. Everyone's looking. Leon, Satoko, Yuka-chan. So, what if they're connected? You're telling me all my friends? It couldn't be. It couldn't be. Oh, Ren is different, isn't she? Ren isn't connected with the victims at all. Her Ryuga-san was living in a suburb of Ikebukuro Prefecture until up till last year. Well, it's true she hadn't directly met any of the victims. He said it in a roundabout way. Is he saying that she's also connected? Actually, I looked into her. Before Ryuga-san moved away to Imizawa, she was suspended from school. It seems she went through her school buildings and broke all the windows. Oh, Rena did that? She broke all the windows at her school? The same silly Rena had? I couldn't imagine it. It seems that after 3 days suspension, she did return to school. She went to a neurologist and was diagnosed with dysautonomia. She was given weeks of counseling and medication. I wonder if it was something like a nervous breakdown. I heard it happens to people who really are mythical or overly sensitive. Neither of those much Rena's easygoing personality. And in the counselor's medical report, he recorded all the conversations he had with Rena-san. It shows up. Quite a bit of that. What did? I pressed forward carelessly. There shouldn't be anything more for me to regret. She mentioned the word Arushiro-sama. Oh, okay, fine. It felt like someone's stone-cold hand was caressing my back. What? Why had Rena spoken to Arushiro-sama before she came to Imizawa? It seems that the Arushiro-sama she spoke of was like a ghost, appearing in her house every night. Standing over a pillow, looking down at her. My mind froze. I couldn't process what I was being told. Well, after that, she moved to Imizawa. Ah, that's right. She's not an outsider. Huh? According to the residential register, the Rigo family used to reside in Imizawa. When I son moved to Ikebukuro right after she finished elementary school, my mind went completely blank. It was similar to the static you see on a blank TV channel. My ears became ringing as I lost all sense of comprehension. Amara-san, are you alright? Shall we stop? Those words brought me back. I couldn't let it end here. Now I understand, Murna. Then, how about the last victim, Tomitake-san? Who was he connected with? Irritated, I let out one final reversal. All of them. Have you forgotten Higurashi-san? Didn't you spend the night at the festival together quite merrily? Quite a few of the officers said you were enjoying yourselves. Now, there was nothing I could respond with. I fell silent as my brain turned to mush. We should get going. Amara-san, did you take your afternoon medicine? I completely forgotten about the medicine I got today until Uchi-san said that. I got another glass of water and we left the shop We left the shop! Not just say that! Oh my god. And we left the shop after I chucked it down. I'm mispronouncing my C's! We got in the car and returned to Imizawa via through the road. I never really paid attention when I was on my bike, but the cars normally shut this much. It was almost as if the world was desperately trying to tell me something. A big jolt was the difference in elevation off the road when we changed from cement to granite. I was certain I heard Tomotage-san scream. A sudden silence, just letting myself be shaken by the car. I'll drop you off at your house. You're going to school because you were ill, correct? My apologies for the long conversation. Why did he talk to me? I blurted out the question. Really just blurted it out. I didn't expect an answer. I did check with you first, huh? Maybe you should just stop. Not that! Why did he reach out to me? I understood quite well Higurashi-san was investigating the string of suspicious incidents. But why? Was he telling me all this? I knew nothing and I couldn't help. Everything Higurashi spoke of was news to me. First of all, what could I, just having moved here, know? By chance. If there was a reason for Higurashi-san to reach out to me, then it would have to be that it looked suspicious to Higurashi-san, as I was requiring me on simple affirmatives. I'm retiring, I plan on moving away after retiring as my grandma wants. So while I'm still on the case, I want to bring the truth behind this incident to light. So, Higurashi-san, you suspect him, don't you? All of it. Higurashi-san didn't really give a response. It felt a little late, but I thought his way of showing a bit of consideration for my feelings. This is most of my intuition from 30 years of this job. Abara-san, you're the one in danger. Huh. I wanted to reply with, that was absurd, but my downtrodden state, I couldn't bring myself to say it. I'll be retiring this year, so I won't be at the Onikakushi next year. So I want to settle things. In other words, he was insinuating that on the next Onikakushi, I might be the next victim. I've been warned by the chief as well. Each incident in the strange incidents have been solved, so don't bring it up again, so I was told. This is the pressure I'm facing. Pressure? From what? Someone new is all. We arrived. This is fine. After some time, the car finally reached the pass of my house. The clock read 2 p.m. I was surprised so little time has passed since we ate. It was hot outside the car. The children of Higurashi hurt my ears. I won't mind if you forgot everything I just told you today. But I'm still going to keep investigating. All Anno and Shiro-sama's cursed this year. So, you're saying that I should contact you if anything happens? It's fine. Just contact me when you have to, my Abara-san. I wasn't collected enough to understand Higurashi-san's roundabout way of saying it. Be sure to take it easy. I'm sorry for throwing this all at you when you were taking the day off because you were sick. I didn't really give it any sort of response. I'll always be on your side. If anything, believe that. I'll be off now. The tires crunched over the dirt as the car made a U-turn and disappeared into a cloud of kicked up dust. I felt like I was watching the boat only throw me a lifesaver in the shark-infested waters before disappearing into the distance. That was the first time I thought Higurashi-san was being unfair. Telling me I was going to be the next victim, then saying just to contact him if something happened. This wasn't a criminal investigation. He was fishing. And I was just the bait dangling off the line. Would the fish be the perpetrator? Or was it really Shiro-sama's curse? Either way, the bait will be swallowed whole. Damn it! I don't want to die. For some time, I could do nothing but stare at the puddle of water left behind by the AC from the car. Higurashi may cry. Well, so far, wow! This gave more details than the manga and anime. Dang. This is why I like playing games to the shows I watch, because, yeah. Also, that Yumikyo when the guy comes out soon, and I'm not gonna watch the show because I want to be surprised. I wonder how much time has passed since I laid down. It was getting dark outside. My body was soaked in sweat. It would be probably a good idea to change my sheets. At that moment, the phone downstairs rang. It was probably Mom. Mom was quite the worrywart. Maybe she had called many times and I just didn't notice it. But I didn't notice it. Just Hello, this is my bar residence. Oh, he's alive! Hello! Oh, he's alive! This is Leon. How are you doing? This is one of Keiichi's friends? Oh, wait, what? Oh, this is someone else! This is one of Keiichi's friends? Keiichi's resting now, but... Shall I put him on? Huh? Is this his dad? I'm so sorry. Idiot. You fell for it. Huh? Keiichi-chan! Keiichi-chan? At the auditions, we both had a good laugh together. I got confused. Except I was suspicious of her even as we were laughing. Was everyone really involved in these incidents? In fact, I couldn't say no silently. I'm relieved that you seem well. When I was really worried, you know. Satsuko-chan was happy and you got what you deserve. A good chance that how unfortunate he's sick. It looks like everyone was making a big deal out of it. Well, you know, so, Keiichi, is now the bad time to come pay you a visit? A visit? No, it's okay. It's not like I'm dying. My grandma made a ton of mochi, you see. I was told to share them, so I'll bring you some. Hey now, you'll catch my cold. Not to worry, both Ren and I are too stupid to catch a cold. See you. Be there in a bit. She hung up cheerfully. Rena's coming too? That's what it sounded like. I was still concerned about meeting Rena, but I guess she was with Leon. Okay. I heard the doorbell 10 minutes later. How are you feeling? Did you take your medicine and rest? I just did that. I did just that. Thank goodness you look well. I was worried. Sorry, I'll be fine by tomorrow. Leon showed me a complete lack of concern for someone's recovering, but when I learned that she was worried about me from the bottom of her heart. It didn't look like there was anything behind those expressions. I thought we might hang out for a bit, but it looks like you're not quite in the condition for it. You don't say. You seem like my face being a bit sore. Then here, Keiichi-kun. These are the mochi Lee-chan's grandma made. And I held out a package wrapped in a newspaper. There might be about 5 in here. It was quite hefty. Thick. Similar regards to your grandma, Leon. Yep. There's one I made in there as well. I wonder if Keiichi can guess what's wrong. This is Kei-chan's homework since he missed the club meeting today. There are letters on each mochi, so I'll see you tomorrow. Were you checking if I feel better, or did you just come here for club activities? Yep, looking fine. Guess you'll be able to make it tomorrow. Man, what are you gonna do when my fever comes back because of your shenanigans? Shenanigans. Sorry, I can't read today. Mi-chan, you shouldn't be making such a racket. Let's go. Now the people here will get angry. Both of them thought my parents were home. It was because the interest rate was a mess. You're right, let's keep going. By the way, Kei-chan. Yeah? Jesus! Every time! What did you eat for lunch? The sudden question startled me, and I went wide-eyed as I saw Leon. I'd never seen her like that. It was highly unsettling vision. Yeah, that's an unsettling vision. Should I take a screenshot of that? Yes, I'm taking a screenshot. But why? She's asking me about what I ate for lunch. What she said was so innate it almost was meaningless. face. The way she said it was almost like she didn't even care about what I ate. I ate out. She must have expected that I was with Rishi-san. Anyway, I felt like if I hesitated or tried to change the subject, they would be too deep into it, so I tried answering as quickly as possible. Except, contrary to the efforts I had made, there was a pause before they replied. And Rana does it too. The creepy duo! Dang, this is creepy as hell, guys. Wow. So you ate out, Keiichi-kun. The glimmer of Ren's eyes changed at some point as well. It was now sharp, as if to make me feel feeling ignorant from behind her words even more. As if she already knew. That's how it looked like to me. Wow. Was it good? Oh, why are you asking me this? Diana was speaking in an unusually low tone. Almost as if she knew I'd eaten at the restaurant in town. No, I'm overthinking this. I mean, both of them should have been in school at lunchtime. There was no way they could have known where I was. Seems like you were with a rather astral-looking older guy. Who was he? Flop. The package with the brochure I was holding slipped out of my hand. I could tell the blood drained from my face, making me go frail. Oh? Keiichi? Oh, jeez, I just burped. Excuse me, everyone. Keiichi-kun? Who was he? Could it be the person from before, I wonder? I'm feeling like my throat going dry. This is no longer a bluff. They knew everything? How do you know that? I did everything I had to finally force those words to my throat. My knees were shaking. Because there's nothing this old man doesn't know. The unspirit knowing and her life seemed to carry on forever. So, Kei-chan, what did you talk about? This has got pretty worked up over it, too. Well, we weren't talking about you guys. It didn't have to do with anything with you or Rena. Okay, no. This is a better screenshot. That is scary. Isn't it a bit strange if your names come up even though nobody asked about it? Rena's unwavering gaze pierced through my eyes and peered further inside me. I dug my own way. My heart was throbbing so much that it felt like I was going to explode. Well, whatever you're trying to hide, this old man always sees through it all. Remember that. I couldn't even shake my head. It took everything I had to stop my teeth from chattering. She let the blood of this break from mine, even as she tilted her head slightly. Keiichi-kun, you're okay. I think you should lie down. That's true. We should both head back home. As if nothing had happened, we both giggled at each other and started making our own way out. I hadn't moved muscle since I dropped the package of mochi. As they left, the door slowly closed behind them. All I could do was stare, as if I couldn't move until the door was completely closed. Just as the door was about to close, it opened again, slightly, sending my heart racing once again. A single eye pierced through the mirror, slit Leon's Hucket's gaze peered at me once again. See you, Kei-chan. Yeah. I hate it if you miss school tomorrow, alright? Thud. The door closed. I wasn't able to move a muscle even after the low laughter died off into the distance and silence once again enveloped the room. Coming back to my senses, the first thing I did was lock the door. They knew what Higurashi-san and I was talking about? Why? How? No, that wasn't important. Thinking about it, all of it could have been overheard. In the beginning, when Higurashi-san met me. Just as Leon said, I couldn't hide anything. What were they trying to tell me? That part was obvious. They were warning me not to say anything unnecessary. What did they deem unnecessary? Only talking to Lucy said about one thing, and they were warning me that that was unnecessary. What was it with that? What was it that Orishi said talked to me about? The incidents involving Orishi's summer's curse that occurred every year were individual locations, but they were connected as a whole. As well as the fact that there might be multiple perpetrators hidden within the human design. No, more precisely, that Mion, Runa, Sadako, and Yuka-chan were all suspicious. Is that what they were warning me against? But what kind of nonsense I'm thinking about? I hit my own face hard enough to let a loud slap. Oh, that was not. I'm not gonna slap myself. If only that would make me wake from this nightmare. But for some reason, it felt like I was punching a blanket. It was almost laughingly pointless. Calm down, Keiichi Nobara. When did I become such a pessimist? Calm down. Settle down and sort things out. The reason Mion knew I was eating lunch with Uchi-san was probably because somebody from his own just happened to be there at that time. They must have told Mion that I was there. That made the most sense. Plus, come to think of it, she didn't ask me where I ate lunch, did she? She only asked, was it good? It was just as curious since I was together with someone not from his It's not as if they had any ulterior motives. That's it! It has to be it! Thinking about it that way, it was the same with Rena. I was just being strangely ambiguous about when I was met Rishi-san, and Rena was just correcting me on that. That's when I was bewildered by the change in character that the usual mild-mannered Rena was just stalled by it. That's the most natural way of thinking about it. It felt like my mind was mixed up like a tangled mess of spaghetti. Deep red marinara sauce would have poured out my nose and noisily squeezed my head. Thinking it, I suddenly felt like vomiting. I really didn't want that to happen, so I stopped holding my head. Lately, I had no idea what anyone was saying. Spending time with this one, it didn't feel like there was any sort of hidden agenda. I really do think they're a good bunch of people. Not just spooky and couldn't make heads or tails of anything. They were really kind to me. Rena was really kind and looked after me. As long as her strange affiliation didn't near its ugly head, she was pretty cute. Yara was also a really good person. She didn't care about anyone's age or gender. She was optimistic and outgoing. I was never bored when I was with her. And talking about not getting bored, we're ambiguous. Satoko was a good person for that too. She was pretty bratty, but that's the way she was interacting with others. Usually was the same way. She didn't speak often, but it didn't mean she was always silent. They're my friends. But I could hear the better untold secrets he resolved with Uchi-san and Tomotate-san. When I was told by Oshima-san's curse, things started going crazy. Then hearing from Uchi-san that Mion, Rena, Satoko, and Yuka-chan were all suspicious. After that, everything changed. That's right. They all started getting weird that Uchi-san had told me all that strange stuff. At that time, I really should have not listened to the weird stories. And I shouldn't even heard about the past incidents from Tomotate-san about the one in Higurashi. If I hadn't gotten the strength of this curiosity, if I just had it. That's right. That's why the Tomotate-san, the imputed outsiders speaking the lies to everyone that went out of their way to keep it secret from me. They were probably Orisha-san as well. He was trying to unearth what everyone was warning me was better than fair. Besides that, he was unforgivable with spewing words that made me doubt others. Of course, a guy like that is going to be... Well, Tomotate-san and Orisha-san were nothing but outsiders after all. They were entities who couldn't coexist with the people of Higurashi. Those guys should just fall to Orishima's curse and just... It wasn't their fault. It was my fault for not being able to hold out my curiosity. It wasn't their fault. 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 I settled into a daze. It was a lethargic feeling like I'd just gotten up, but a novel's chill that haunted me subsided. I was fine now. I was no longer frightened. I had completely recovered. I'll go to school tomorrow, right as rain. I'll greet everyone. I'll take part in club activities. It would definitely be fun. It had to be fun. I was going home after all. Why was I do? I need to eat those mochi. I hope I'm able to tell which one Rena made. I remember the homies who brought with them when they visited me. But wow, a club did delivery. That was something else. I picked up the packages I dropped on the floor and headed into the living room. It would be nice, I guess, to have some tea with her. To fill my mouth with mochi while drinking tea. Oh, this is quite a delectable situation I was in. Opening up the newspaper wrapping, there were 5 plump red bead-based mochi fit snugly inside. There were letters written from left to right on the newspaper. A, B, C, and D, and E. Nothing. They said Rena made one of these. I wonder which one. There was much difference in how they looked. They smelled and appeared about the same. This was a pretty difficult problem. The biggest difference was probably their shape. I wasn't sure what kind of person Leon's grandma was, but Rena had to be different from hers. Looking carefully, I could see that one emotion was made very neatly. So, well, just by staring at it, one could tell it stood out. Looks like this charge depends on whether or not this one's Rena's. Calm down and even think harder. Leon said that her grandma made a ton of them and was told to get some out, if I remember correctly. So that meant 4 of these were from that large batch. And what about Rena? She probably only made 1. She probably spent quite a bit of time on it. Meaning, the one Rena made was this one. E! For a moment I thought it may have been a trend that Leon made it as I picked up on it. But it probably wasn't this. I want to be I want to be so sure if I knew Leon made it. Since she said Rena made it, it probably wasn't a trap. Alright, that tea is ready too. Let's start with the defending champ, Leon's grandma. Let's see. Not bad. The smooth bean taste, soft chewy texture, left a little to decide. The tea I drank afterwards also a enthusiastic experience. This was an exquisite piece of work. Now, what about Rena's? The question was so delicate, one would think it was a high-class Japanese dessert. Since I normally had quite the appetite, I was certainly worried about the size of the portion. But, well, first bite. This was quite a difficult one to judge, actually. The ingredients were exactly the same, so there was a little difference in flavor. What was the difference in how it was shipped at the end, so it is to be expected. So the deciding factors were the presentation and volume. The well-formed and well-sized champion, Mrs. Rena the challenger, and besides you couldn't get enough of. I only had 1 bite of Rena's. I'll probably have to wait until I was done eating to make my decision. Maybe there was something hidden inside that caused an upset. It seems like my projection was right. My tongue touched something. I didn't feel something edible, so I reached with my fingers and grabbed it. What? What was this? Before I comprehended what it was, I threw away the rest of the mochi when I was eating as fast as I could. It slammed against the wall, causing the bean jam to splatter. Then, after sticking for a moment, it slid down. I was dumbstruck by my own actions. What was I doing? Rena had gotten out of her way to make it for me. How could I? Dumbstruck, I looked down at the hand that performed such a vile act, and I remembered where I just took it out of my mouth. At first, I thought it was a hair. Even though it was shorter than Leon's, Twin's hair was still quite long. And it wasn't this short. It was a bit too hard to be hair. Taking it to roll around on my tongue. There's a bit of metallic sheen on one end of it. Ah yes, there was a hole where a thread goes through. Like it was a sewing needle. Yes, that's right. It looked very much like a sewing needle. Exactly like one. And was pointed as well. Quite sharply. It really did look like it was a sewing needle. Huh. What do I mean by looking so much like a sewing needle just a bit ago? I couldn't answer. But a voice in something I already knew, and let me know by charring my molars together. I couldn't shake tape off terror welling up inside me. Suddenly, I tasted something metallic and felt a prickling pain at the back of my throat. I stuck my finger in the back of my mouth and felt around to see if I was breathing. Suddenly, I felt the urge to vomit. Sharp taste of the barrel irritated the back of my throat. I clasped both hands over my mouth, and after wringing an area, I was somehow able to hold back the nausea. I was finally able to breathe normally again, but this time my heart was intensely throbbing. Did it finally register? Exactly what was mixed in with emotion. And before I could think of the correct word, my hands were already on the move. I tossed the rest of Mochi against the wall. The geometrical pattern scattered the beam gem on the wall, seemingly invoked a terrible omen in my mind. And then looking away, I dashed out to the hall and flew upstairs to my room where I stayed under my covers until morning. I clutched my own shoulders, howling madly in the mix of fear, anger, sadness, and frustration. There wasn't a threat or warning or reminder. Nothing as simple as that. What happened in Hirizawa? What is happening in Hirizawa? What would happen? I didn't know the answer to any of those questions. Where did I break a taboo? Regardless, now Minamion and others, they consider me as an enemy. And they thought I should just die. I won't let you kill me. Not for a pointless reason. I fell into a restless sleep as if I was crushed by my negative emotions. It was as if I was being drawn into a billing bottomless marsh. Higurashi, when they cry. Woof! Now things are going into a mad mix of paranoia and all of that. Yep. Pretty much. Well. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice achievement. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. Mercurial!